Last lesson we looked at how each note of the scale corresponds with a chord, either a major chord or a minor chord. We used the first 6 notes of the scale. 1, 4, and 5 were major, 2, 3, and 6 were minor. Today let's look at maybe the chord construction. Every chord, these triads at least, are made up of the 1, the 1st degree of the scale, the 3rd degree of the scale, and the 5th degree of the scale. So the 1, 3, 5. Basically you skip a note in between whatever your root is. You're going to skip this note, go to the next one, skip that note, and go to the next one. So if I was going to construct a C, I got a C, that's my root. I'm going to go up to my 3rd, right there, so that's an E. And I'm going to go to my 5th, which is a G. I could go up here. So I got 1, 3, 5. And that gives me a C, E, and G. I don't know if you can see that. I was hitting this string, that string, and mashing these two. That's a C, that's an E, and this open string is a G. The next one is a D. But since it's the 2 chord, it's going to be a minor. But it don't matter. We're going to skip a note, we're going to skip, and then we're going to have the 1 and the 5. It's always going to be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the 3rd. The 3rd on the minor chord is going to be flatted, and it's just in relationship to the way that the notes are laid out on the scale. So if I go start at my 2, I got a D, that's my 3rd, and that's my 4th of the C scale. But starting right here on my root, which is my 2, I'm going to skip a note, I'm going to go to the next note. You notice how they're right there together? So that's going to be my minor 3rd, or my flat 3rd. So I got a 2, a 4, and then right there is going to be my 5th. I could go up here if I wanted, but right there is going to be the 5th. So if I was just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 1, 3, and 5. And that progression is going to make this D minor. So I got a D, an F, and an A. I'm sorry, I might have said E a while ago. That's an A. A D, an F, and an A. Okay. So if I come down here, I'm going to make this D minor down here. That's an A. Right there. That's my D. And that's my F. That's a D minor. And wherever you make those 3 notes at, I can make them right here. Right like this. There's my D. There's my A. There's my 5th. There's another D, and then right here there's going to be an F. Maybe you can see that all right. Maybe I can get it up close to you. Basically, these 3 right there are showing you what the chord is. It may look familiar to you if you look down here. That's an A minor, and you just move it all the way up. And you can go ahead and do that with all these notes. Your E, you got a, there's your E, you got a 5, and then that would be your 3, and then you flat it. So you got a B, an E, and a G, or an E, B, and G, E, B, G. And that's how you figure out your chords. Major has a major 3rd, and minor has a flat 3rd. And when you go along these scales, it's pretty obvious, because the minor 3rd only has, you start off here, you got 1, 2, 3. And a major 3rd has, so this is my root note, this is a major 3rd, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 half notes, or half semitones. I don't know if I explained that well enough. Just let me know if you have trouble with it, and I'll try and clear it up.